Hey, hello, welcome. It's time for more of this great game. We're doing the DLC tonight, which should be pretty fun. Just let me make sure everything is happening there. Yep, all looks pretty good from here. So press that button and that button, and then I will sit here. I'll have a look at my laptop, which is beside me. Okay, and then we'll sit through this extremely long loading screen. I was really hyped up until I remembered that this loading screen takes forever. Oh, hey, so, I was playing Monster Hunter World yesterday. I don't think I mentioned this on the stream last night because we played Ratchet and Crank last night and I just forgot to mention it. But I did get around to beating Xeno'jiiva in Monster Hunter World. So I've effectively beaten the game except for the rest of the game that I've still got to get through. But that's really nice. So I'm up to Hunter rank about 29 now. I'm going to spend some time in the next few days, and I did say last night there'd be a stream on Thursday night. That may not happen this week because Friday is a public holiday. I usually don't stream the night before a public holiday, but we'll see how we go. It just depends on everything else, but yeah. So probably only streaming tomorrow and Wednesday, well, alongside last night tonight. So only four nights this week. So I might do Monster Hunter World on Wednesday this week because of that. Oh, pardon me. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, why am I all the way over here? In fact, where am I? Oh, I'm just there. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay, so it wants us to go there. We don't want to go there. We want to go here. Because now is absolutely the correct time to go here and into here and do all this, which I've never done. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm suspecting probably around, I'm going to guess, I'm going to guess probably between 8 and 10 hours. So at least another couple of nights doing the Frozen Wilds stuff, but I don't know for sure if that's the case. Just how big this particular area is. But we have the sweet new armor now, and I'm really glad that we did get this right now for the before we went to the Frozen Wilds, because at least now we'll have some time in the game to use it. If you go through the game, and most of the time you'll go through the game and you won't get this armor till the very end, which we didn't. Which means that the only way you're ever going to use it is if you go into New Game Plus and start with it in New Game Plus mode, which is totally viable. You can totally do that. And it will actually probably be the only armor you use for the vast majority of New Game Plus. I think there are some better armors you can find in that, but you don't get... But you can upgrade this in New Game Plus, I think. Could be wrong about that. But either way... Either way, I'm just going to adjust myself. I'm sitting in a hot angle. Yeah, that's better. Where are we going? That's where we're going. Oh, also, I never got around to seeing if I could find where Sobek's body was here. So if we come across it, we'll come across it, but if we don't, then yeah, we clearly missed that. And I might, on our way back out of the Frozen Wilds, I might detour back to here to see if we can encounter it again, but for the moment, it's...
Damn, boats are full of water.
I thought she was about to say something important then. I thought maybe I just stumbled across it accidentally. But for the moment, yeah, it's unlikely we're going to encounter it. It is in this area, I know that, but I never got around to actually checking exactly where. It's a little unfortunate. And it's, I've also remembered, I don't think it's a huge thing. I'm not even sure there's a cutscene or anything. It's just a thing you can find in the world. And I think you may even be able to just find it at any point in the game too. Like, it's not just, how we've come across it. I just want to know where this is going to take us that way. Yep, okay. Yeah, okay. Probably just cut across here a little bit. Grab that. Oh, okay, we're not going to grab that ritual because I pressed the wrong button. It's probably when you play Monster Hunter World and then you transition back to this, it means that you jump, sorry, your dodge is on that button, and your interact with stuff is on triangle. So it does get a little weird. Still. And you can see, too, I can't remember if I pointed this out previously, but you can see that our health bar is now blue. That indicates the state of the regenerating armor that this armor has. Before a certain patch came out, the only way to know if this was the only way to know if this was regenerating was by looking at the light that sort of flickers on and off around it as you play, that effect there, because it would go from blue to red, and then it would flash to indicate that. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So, well, I mean, it is still the case, but they've also added the health bar part. I don't remember exactly how much health it adds. I believe it's a percentage of your actual health. There, we've been taking some hits right now. Why are we taking some hits? Oh, that guy's attacking. He's not going to attack the guy. Oh, because it's a mount, that's why. That'll be why. Still, we're just going to keep progressing. Not going to panic too much about fighting stuff until we get into the Frozen Wilds. So, the Frozen Wilds does... Oh, okay, you're actually by the way, Silencer's stuff is intensely powerful. And again, it's not something you get until the very end game, so you don't really get to experience how good it is unless you go into New Game Plus. But it is quite strong, so... Oh, I hit my neck all of a sudden. That's not good. Anyway, let's keep going this way. All the way up here. So yeah, Silencer's staff is a significant upgrade, and will basically allow you to just melee to one or two shot most smaller machines in melee. But yeah, as you can see, we took a couple of hits there, but didn't lose any health. That white line that indicates your health level there will actually will indicate your actual health level, even if the armor is fully charged. So you'll always be able to tell where your health is despite the armor. So that's handy. My watch just went off. Oh, good. Good. I have apparently achieved my goal of standing up for the day, so that's pretty neat. Now, yeah, where were we? 46, 41. Nice. So, I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I'd given some thought to the game I'm going to do a full series of after this, and I was going to suggest it was going to be Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I've been really seriously reconsidering that choice. Not because Catalyst is necessarily a bad game, it's not a great game, but because there are other games I've been thinking about doing instead. But on the same level, one of those games is Final Fantasy 15, and that will be a months-long process if I decide to go all in on that. My plan for that game, though, is to buy all the DLC, which I don't actually own at this point, so I'll probably pick all that up before I do it on the channel, if I do it on the channel. Which I might, because I actually really like Final Fantasy 15. I think it's a very good game. And it's a game that got a lot better after it came out. But yeah, Mirror's Edge Catalyst is very much on the list. But I might take a break from a full LP. I might just do a series of one-shot streams after we finish this, before I go into another full LP. So I'll think about how I want to approach that, because this is the first time I've done this on stream. Like, obviously I've done all of this game as a stream, but I've not done anything else as a full stream. What is... Oh, that's where the tall neck wanders around. That's right. Yeah. I was trying to work out what that huge tower was over there. That oh no no that's where you do that quest at the start of the game. You go into the old stadium and all that. That's
Here they come.
So one thing I missed when we did that, I think, was I missed the vantage. Yeah, I didn't do the vantage points. I haven't done any of the vantage points in the game because they're actually pretty out of the way. But yeah, I forgot about doing any of those. That might be something we look at some point. I might deliberately go out of my way to find one. There might be one in the Frozen Wilds that we can do. Just to show it off. Okay, that is a bellowback. I do not wish to futz with bellowback. So I'm just gonna shoot past here. There we go. Enough. Oh, there's an unlit fire here. There we go. Nice. Apparently I'd never lit that fire before. And yeah, the other nice thing about doing Frozen Wilds is that I've never done it before. I've done the early part of it up to a point early on. I'm not going to say where I've done up to until we get to it, because I'm just going to avoid spoiling any of it. But yeah, I haven't actually done the complete Frozen Wilds, so I don't know the story. I didn't get far enough into it to really undo the plot. In fact, I made the decision to do a full Let's Play of this game after I did the Frozen Wilds. After I started the Frozen Wilds, and then I decided, pardon me, to stop doing the Frozen Wilds. Okay, so you can see the armor working really well here, and now you can see it's one out. And now it's starting to regenerate, but of course, as it regenerates, it provides no protection. So it's only once it's full again that I get protection from it. That's exactly what's happened there. I'm gonna just run away. But yeah, that's kind of how the armor works. So once it fully completes, there's a period before it starts regenerating where you aren't protected by it. So, but we got there. Cool, I'm going the right way. It's that lack of a mini-map that really hurts you sometimes navigating this game. Like, it would dramatically change sometimes it would dramatically change, but then I think about it, I think it might also dramatically change your relationship with how the game world expands out in front of you, because you got a mini-map, you're always sort of checking it, you're always just looking at it and not always at the game itself. So I wonder if the decision to get rid of it is there, but I forget, I don't have stealth. But yeah, I wonder if the decision to not have a minimap was to prevent it from what was essentially because players, it could be distracting for players and they want players to look at the world. I mean, I could be making this up, it could be This is strong. Gonna stealth. You are safer in stealth either way. here? No, over that way. Yeah, you are safer in stealth, so it's not a problem. Okay. Should be good. Yeah, I know I could have fast traveled to this, but...
Now they're hunting me.
Yeah, but not for long. This part of the game actually looks nice at night. I remember many years ago, back when I was hardcore modding Skyrim when it first came out, and I just got massively into modding the hell out of it. I found a mod that whose sole purpose was to add realistic nighttime to the game. Basically make the night actually realistically dark. And I soon discovered why you don't do that in Skyrim, because it makes nighttime near unplayable. On the other hand, it combined with the, I think it's called Relighting Skyrim mod, made that game very, very nice to look at. At night, like Relighting Skyrim redoes all of the point lighting in the game. It makes it look much better. I ended up with a really nice looking variant of Skyrim, just through all the mods I put on it. Unfortunately, I also ended up with a somewhat crashy variant of Skyrim because of all the mods I put on it. To the point where I broke something one day and the game never loaded again, until about 2 years later. I had a fresh computer and reinstalled it, and I don't know what I broke, but I couldn't get the game to load. This was after I'd beaten the game at this point. This is after I'd beaten it. But yeah, I broke the game so hard I couldn't reload it. So I never did complete that second playthrough of Skyrim. And I suppose one could argue one playthrough of Skyrim is more than enough for most people, but I would have liked to have done it because I've never gone through Skyrim because in that first playthrough I did the Stormcloak side, and I've always wanted to go through doing the Empire side, which is actually the correct side of Skyrim. If you're familiar with that game's lore, you all know that
Brew that up later.
the Empire. Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. The Empire is actually the better side to choose, because the Empire, keeping the Empire together, effectively inhibits the plans of the Old Mary Dominion, whose goal is essentially to bring all of Tamriel under the reign of the High Elves. And that's not a good thing. That's what the Thelmor are working towards too. But even though the Empire seems like they're in cahoots with the Thelmor, if you follow that storyline enough, you'll know that they're actually not. So yeah, it's a pretty cool section, pretty cool way to play the game, and one I really mean to do one day, but I haven't done it yet. It's probably what I'll do on my Switch playthrough actually, is go for the Empire side. Okay, so we're here now at the glowing blue path. And yeah, the first time I came up here, when I was here for the Grave Horde, it was so obviously, like, the map actually had this section on it here up to about there before it disappears. And it was so obvious that this was part of something. And I actually, this climbing section wasn't here, but if strategic jumping actually did enable me to get up there eventually. It took me like quite a few minutes to get up the top here, but I was able to do it through an alternative path eventually. And if you run up there, the game's all like, hey, there's nothing more for you up here, go back, go back. But it was very clear then that there was something else. But then, with the expansion added, the path that was there is actually quite different to what's here now. because none of this was here. It was just sort of a flat path that led away from the main map. Yes, this is the Frozen Wilds, I guess. We're actually in... yeah, I'll say we're in Frozen Wilds country now. I mean, we're still kind of at the back of the Grave Horde here, but you can see it from behind now. So yeah, normally you're not able to see this view until you've got this expansion installed. So let's keep going up.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Silence gets super pissed at you for doing this DLC. I'm like, but Silence, I paid good money for this DLC, damn it. I want to do it, please. Please, let me do it. Okay. As you can also tell, there's quite a climb up here. One thing about, I should just make sure I've got enough arrows. So there's a couple of really interesting things that change once we get up here. One of them
Got too much
is
already.
one of them is the snow physics, actually.
This one's a new predator.
Oh, and there's new
See the
predators.
heat coming off it.
It is weak to ice because there aren't enough creatures in this game that are weak to ice. It's not very weak to ice, though. Oh, please. It wasn't that well. With all this damage we've avoided. Oh, stuck! I'm actually stuck. Ah, there we go. With all this damage I've avoided, I have a shield. Lost all of the shield. All the ice buildup I had in my way too. The good part of shit, oh man, did I get through all of those? The good part of it though is that even if you do get too low, I cannot build up. There is no way. I'm gonna use tear blasts. Because I cannot build up the frost on it. Keep jumping. That's still in that mode with. Oh, we knocked him down. Cool. These are legally vulnerable twice though. Making the last attack happen. Oh wait, it's very fast on those hits. how little ice you get with so, I mean, I'm not rocking a lot of ice damage or anything like that, so it's kind of hard for me to build much up, but so I'm gonna try and get the ice damage this time. Just like keep hitting it with the arrows. You can see how many arrows it's taking already. Not building up any further than this. Then dodge those arrows too. That's when I do eventually get the ice. It's gone for it. It doesn't so. See, that was like 20 arrows worth of ice just on it. But it is allegedly weak to ice, so. Wow, I would have thought I'd use that for sure. What is this thing that's back there with? Nice, I need to go to have it. Try and hit that young thing. Precision arrows. Okay, that's not okay. Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, really? Come on. Oh, this is not happening at all. Maybe I should stuck to the ice. I had to hit it. I had to hit it. What's the damage on this? Okay, back to the ice. This stuff was doing damage. If not worse. There we go. Nice. Boy, that was quite the effort. Oh well. We've got a bunch of stuff off it. Yeah, so... game... We actually go over there, but I think there's a little thing here. We can go this way, and yeah, there's a pickup here. It's this chest, and we can actually climb up there if we prefer, so...
No room.
Oh, that's fine. You got this little narrow sort of area you can climb up. Which actually leads over this way, so... There we go. Yeah, and yeah, if we'd gone that way, we would have just come up there. So that's all cool. Need to get some medicines, so we'll do that. Yeah. So, I think I mentioned before too that a few things change in this section. The one thing that changes is the snow. So this doesn't happen in the regular game, but the snow does this now. So you can leave footprints and stuff in it. If I roll, you can see I leave roll marks, all that. You can see it builds up on Aloy's armor too. That doesn't happen to this extent in the regular game. They use completely different snow physics. They never really put back into the main game. So you can see I'm leaving like permanent marks and steps all over the place. It looks fantastic. It's a really neat addition. And Aloy will actually change the way she walks in the snow. She gets sort of these animations. They'll become a bit more obvious as we go further on, but they look really cool.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
So if we go up here, you can see Aloy's sort of gait changes as she comes up the snowy sections there. So that's a newish feature. And there it is, there's our title screen, The Frozen Wilds. Then we get cool new music as well.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
See, this expansion takes place in Bannock country. And as pointed out at the start, Bannock are the people who have all of the blue cables.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
And yeah, this is called the cut. Oh, pardon me. And that is a very
Smoke
large
rising from
mountain
the
that's
mountain.
on fire.
And the village, too. What's it for?
This is Song's Edge, which I think is the main camp in this game, the main area in this expansion, but I'm not 100% on that.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratek's hands. He led them to a great challenge.
This is a pretty big place, though. You know, just by the standards of places in this game. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. Yes, you could probably write nasty words in the snow if you wanted. That'd be funny.
Trust that our
Must
hunters
be something
lead
big
us.
going on.
That would be
How are we
very
to
funny,
trust
I
The
guess.
village is moving towards
So
that
many
smoke.
died under his command.
Well, let's light the bonfire. It's the first one we found in this
We
area.
haven't lost this many hunters since the war. with
And
the
let's walk towards this cutscene here.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
A daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Okay, let's, there's going to be a fair bit of dialogue here, so we'll start with this.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Oh, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I love that.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum.
Why can't Sakuri just
Might be
leave
worth a
things
shot.
alone?
Okay, so there's a few other quests to pick up here. that
I've
we'll
no
do
interest in
first, and then there's a couple of
further
people to talk to. Yeah, talk to Aratak, optional. We will obviously do that as well. I think it's actually, yeah, we'll do that first. I think that's Aratak there. We'll talk to him first, and then we'll pick up
find
those
my
other
place
quests.
in this one.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Araya knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werik come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
The Bannock are
Strange
idiots.
images, odd
They really
stories.
properly
Why
idiots.
can't Sakura
Anyway, let's get up here and have a look at this gorgeous view that the game's been wanting to show us for a while now. Because this is a good view. We talk sometimes in video games about vistas, about places you go that are deliberately set up to provide you with a good view. This is one of those places. So obviously we can't rappel or anything like that. This is clearly just here so that you can just go all the way slowly around like this. And just have a really good look. And I could of course break out photo mode here. And you can see the big mountain there in front there. Looks pretty strong. And we'll keep going around on the branches. But yeah, this is definitely the you cold, Aloy. Definitely the vista they wanted you to come up here and see, and it's only there if you go there. There's no reason to come up here otherwise, but it's there. And yeah, I talked about the snow, and even on these rocks you can see the interaction. Actually no, it doesn't really happen there. Okay, well that's fine. But yeah, you can certainly see the interaction, the snow here, and that's all through this area. The other thing I noticed actually during those cutscenes then is the fact that there's no so when you're in a cutscene wearing this armor, what would happen is that the lighting effect, that effect would just go off during the cutscene. But I noticed during both of these cutscenes that never happened, so I wonder if that's something they patched at some point to fix that. Because it's not something I've noticed before now. Of course, we haven't had this armor before now. We found a merchant. Let's have a look at the merchant actually while we're here. Actually, let's have a look at that.
What's out of that?
Because I suspect this merchant will have some different things. So, yes, this merchant sells the upgraded bows. So we need blue gleams for all of these. These are better bows, or in theory, these are better bows than the ones we've got, and they are replacements for all three of our current bows. But we need the blue gleam, which is the currency we get for this area. There's also new armor, which is not necessarily bad. Why would you wear armor like that here? Really, seriously. You'll notice that these have elemental effects too, but there is a master version of the Nora Silent Hunter here as well. And the Bannock Werak runner, which is really more just a... Oh, it actually, not just that. We can actually afford that too, slow health recovery over time. But I would prefer not to, because... well, we can afford to buy it. Everything else costs blue gleam anyway. So yeah. And resources, so yeah, it's all the same resources. Traps and potions, I think these are all the same. Yeah, they are. They haven't changed those. Ammo is again all the same. Treasure box, but there are treasure boxes we can spend blue gleam on. So blue gleam is an item we'll come across as we go through here. Special items. Oh yeah, and there's the maps, which require badger and goat bones, which are new to this area. So these will give me animal figurines, which are new figurine collectible, and blue gleam, a map for blue gleam, which will show us where all the blue gleam is hidden. So if we want blue gleam, that's what we're going to have to do. But yeah, I think we get blue gleam. It's not that hard to come across, but I will buy the Bannock Werak runner. I'm not going to equip it, but I'm going to buy it just to have it. So we've got that if we want it as well, but I'm going to stick with the power armor because it is better for the most part. But I'm probably going to get these bows. You can't really compare them to your existing bows, but they are generally stronger. I think these are in fact the best bows in the game at this point. Let's have a look at my bow. So that's 80 handling, and then 1528. 58 fire damage because I've got those fire damage mods. And then have a look at the, I think it's this bow here. Yeah, 50 fire damage to start with. So what does that bow have to start with? What are we there? Yeah, less. Yeah. See, they are bed bows. But yeah, that's something we'll have to work towards as we go through this area. Anyway, let's talk to Laolai here.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai. The drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place. And a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Cool. So that's that, and I think there was one
Water lapping on old stone.
up around here, was it?
That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
Certain I saw another quest indicate. I'm sure there were two.
Aha. Now here's some company
it's a
I
small
don't mind
child.
keeping.
It wasn't me. Whatever happened?
Yeah, small children. It's another merchant too. Different one, I think. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have all the extra weapon, all the extra. It's just a normal merchant. Ah, Aloy.
I've never faced anything like the machines that guard Thunder's drum.
Cool. No, I'm certain there was another quest to pick up here. Or was it just that one showing up again?
Blue light from
Might
the
have just been
machines.
that one showing up again.
Only
Oh, that was a person I just got stuck on. Two children. Okay.
Bandits in the cut, huh? Let's see who survives longer.
Yeah, so anyway, let's, okay, so what we can do, aside from everything else, is we can stand here. Just go
I've
around
never
and
traveled
nickel
further
their stuff.
south than the Grave Horde. In the old days, the Mad Sun King
Shark
made doing
gamble
so
box.
impossible.
Hey,
That might be handy. Anyway, yeah, let's head back down. I was certain I saw another quest marker pop up somewhere, but I guess I didn't. I guess I missed something.
Oh, I'm glad my father's
Okay.
around.
Anyway, okay, let's
Warned
save the
him to
game
see his
on the way.
legacy drown.
And then, oh boy, just looking at this area is making me cold. It is cold here tonight, actually. It's cooled down quite a bit today. Okay, so the nice thing now is that all of the quests here are side quests, I believe. We got the Shaman's Path, which is, I think, the main story quest, and Waterlogged. So I'm going to pick up Waterlogged first. That's a quest we're going to look at when we start. It doesn't want us to go that way. Oh, there's a quest around there. Okay, yep.
One day, the stone of the din was dry.
I had a dream that I was the tall neck sealed in ice and isolated from the blue.
Let's see, which direction am I going in here? The correct one, yep. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can see that merchant there, and Song's Edge and all that stuff. And you can also see the... I love the three-dimensionality of this map. You can see how much closer we are here, because it's much higher up. But yeah, there was a new quest. It's just
None of the
further
southern
along.
tribes rival.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Araya. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
this is
see
important.
the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Right. Okay, so let me see what that is. So that's an errand. Well, we might do that one first. I have to remember. That's actually much further up here. That takes us all the way up there, past a bunch of other stuff that we'll be going to as well. But yeah, we can do one of the other quests that we're on as we go past. Oh, this gorgeous lake. Oh yeah, that's probably the other thing worth mentioning. This area is so this game's meant to represent the sort of Colorado, Rocky Mountains-ish area of the United States.
Any new?
And this area is very much meant to be.
The herd isn't roaming far.
And this area is, yeah, very much meant to be Yellowstone.
Keep them together this
Or at
time.
least the impression I
Then
get is
we
it's intended
wait.
to be Yellowstone.
But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right,
so
I'll keep
yeah.
watch tonight.
Now there is a tall neck around here too. We're gonna get pretty close to it very shortly. In fact. Okay, so those blue merchants are just everywhere now, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna come up against a tall neck soon enough.
I can't feel
should get that
I can't feel much of anything in this.
We'll go up here because there's a campfire up here and there might be more quests. I don't think there is. But I'm gonna just go here anyway.
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
I have nothing to trade.
Hey, it's a bunch of Karja.
May the sun grant you a portion of its wisdom, young huntress.
This isn't where I want to go to continue the other quest we're doing. Except actually it is, because we need to go this way. No? Oh yeah, we go that way. I know where we're going. Don't mind me. I know where we're going.
Spies have released Prince Ichiban from
Definitely know where we're going.
King Avad sent spies to free Prince Idaman from the clutches of the Shadow Karja.
Where we're going is this
Bergen
way.
said Araya's apprentice went north of the river.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too far.
Oh, look at this. Look at this gorgeous scenery. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember getting this tall neck was not easy. Now, if my memory serves me correctly...
What did it take to knock one of those over? Encased in ice. It fell a
If my
long
memory
time
serves
ago.
me correctly, I can get to it.
The scavengers have just gotten started.
Oh, right. Yes, no, this tall neck's a bit different. We're gonna take on this tall neck. Right now, because this one is a little bit different. I'm level 37, that's fine. Demonic Scrapper. So remember, we was talking about like the demons, the demonic thing before. Because you know what you can't do to these guys? Override them. So I'm going to try and be stealthy for a lot of this. Because, yeah, I can't actually override a lot of the creatures in this area. That's a Glinthawk that's got very stuck up there. Glinthawk is very on fire, which is what I want it to be. Keep wanting it to become fire. Can you be set on fire? Or is it you to set on fire? Oh, very easy. Okay, that's fine. Just get it set on fire. That thing dealt with. Now, deal with. Beautifully timed. That could be better. Oh, better. Turns out fire arrows are pretty much the way to go here. Reload should actually set these on fire straight. Okay. Should probably pay attention to him before I do anything else. Settle down, settle down. Let up my bow. Let go of my Good work, good work. Just a sec. Okay, here we go. Okay, where are we here?
Perhaps my focus can help me.
Tap spot? I missed that. Anyway, we've got to do this tall neck. So, not the most difficult tall neck we're going to be doing. But yeah, the main challenge comes in dealing with all the guys around it. But as you can see, this tall neck's a little bit stuck. That was not good. I didn't realise it was a green pork. Now I have to deal with another green pork. Yay. Okay, that's that glint pork
That's
sold.
the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Okay, so now what we've got to do is actually find the tall neck parts. I remember this quest. This is one of the ones I did. Oh boy, it's quite snowy and cold here. I think there's a bit more monster fighting to do too, so we'll do that. Yeah. Whoa. We're just gonna... At least demonic. Yeah, everything here is demonic. So everything here is gonna get saved.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
This may not go well. This may not like this. They just attack each other. Oh, yeah. I guess I've just run out of inventory space, so I should probably do some disassembly just to free up some. So just bear with me. How no inventory outfits modifications. Anything that's green don't have anything that's green. Resources. I should have sold off a bunch of these. Oh no, I'm not at capacity yet. That's fine. I don't care that much about some of the other stuff, so it's fine, I guess. Stay. Okay. Yeah, here it comes. Good.
Heart seems intact. Tall necks are real tough.
Okay, so that was the tall neck array. So that was one of the tall neck parts we needed. Oh, that's some medicine, so I'll pick that up over here. Just kinda need medicine. Very low on it. Let's go. I need a goat. Oh wow, goats don't die very easily. This is a Scorcher. This is the guy we fought at the start of the game. I don't want to deal with that Scorcher right now. I don't want to deal with that Scorcher right now. Great. Actually, I wonder. Hang on. I wonder. Do I have crafting? Do I have? Yeah, this is the Shadow Warbow. Right, do I have decent freeze coils? I do. So we're going to turn this into a freeze focused bow. 44. Yep. Because these things need freeze. Yeah, 44 plus 11. 45, 43 plus that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So, that should make the frost damage on this bow. Where'd you come from? Since we need frost damage out the wazoo for this guy. Oh, look at how much easier that was to find out. Frost isn't a dot like fire is. Why am I frosting this guy? So I can... Come on, come back here. what I should be doing is shocking it after I do that. Become vulnerable to shock. Okay, I understand how to fight this thing now. Okay. I need health. 60% health. Wow.
Calm, calm.
I still want to deal with this guy first, if we can. So I'm going to sneak up around here. I've still got a dead goat to deal with too. Okay, so you can be set on fire once I have some fire arrows. That's your life. Now that's Stormo's up. That guy's gonna die. Right, now I can make an ice arrow. Get some ice ready. Okay, so my plan here is once I get it frozen, throw some shock at it. Seems to hint that shock is what you need after you freeze it, but shock's not doing anything for this guy, so I think that's wrong. Maybe I just need like precision or something. I need some brief healing too. Seems to leash. I rolled there. That's right, yeah, if I hit it with like a... Actually, you know what I should do is hit that top part with his head last time. Or I guess I'm not going to do that. I don't know. Oh, jeez. No, that's okay. Okay. Let's go. Well, we're good enough to make a bunch of shots. Frost arrows, I barely use them in the main game, so... Okay, at least it's doing damage there. No, tear blast, no tear blast.
Got it!
Blew something off it. It's not really building it up, it's just doing short damage. Still, this armor's really helping us out.
Quiet now.
really don't know what Frost does. I'm really having a hard time figuring out what Frost is actually doing. Like, aside from freezing the monster, which I assume allows me to get into the pit, I don't really know how to set it spitting all its blood. I don't fully understand what's actually going on with these Frost. Okay, that is all that damage. Okay, it's something that I don't think I hit it at all. Blown back, which is annoying because it means I can't get in close. Getting close, which means I can't. Okay, I'm going to stand right away because it's going to kill something. It's actually just going to kill me. Yes, cool. Just decided to straight up kill us and there was nothing I could have done. Great. Fantastic. Now I have to do that whole section all over again and it took that long. Brilliant. Okay, that was good fun. Oh, jeez. We're a long way back too. Like, not as far back as I thought. Okay. But I've still got to get to... Oh, we're right back here, but we've got the... Okay, that's fine. So we just need to kill those other two guys anyway. Okay, so we're not actually that far back, but we've still got to get around to where we were. You know what? This might actually be a better way to go. Yeah, because it's just up through here, and the things I have to kill are just over here, but now we have to kill a bunch more of them. It's annoying. What's really annoying is that I went to all that effort to kill that one creature, and I died, and now I have to spend all that time trying to kill that one creature again. We do have to kill that one. It is one of the creatures that holds the thing, I think. Or it could not be there. No, there it is. There it is. Okay. Frost arrows ready. I still don't know what Frost is actually doing to this guy though. I feel like precision arrows or tear blast arrows are a better choice for him. You know what, I'm going to just hit him with a bunch of precision arrows, see what happens. Hit him. It's tear blast, that's the one. Critical hits, good hits. Okay, needed to roll. Definitely needs to roll. That actually works better than I thought. I think Tear Blasting might be the way to go here actually, given how much damage I was able to get off there. If that continues to stun him, I can hit him. Tear Blast.
Fascinating. They weren't looking for me.
Let me go back to you. That did nothing. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, this is not the best time to make this adjustment. I've just realised. I probably need to change this back because it didn't remember to change. 45% freeze there. 44% and 11 damage and 44%. Nice. Because it wouldn't have remembered. That's what I had set up. No, don't walk away, damn you. Okay, we're not going to try that right now. That turns out not to be what we wanted to do. That actually worked really well. Still have this small problem. I'm not having that health, but that one. Nope, okay, that's not what I thought it was. Let's ignore those creatures and keep going this way. Oh man, we blew up a really nice gun, a mine launcher. Oh, that's what it was hitting us with, wasn't it? Fresh sub rush. That.
Okay.
That's 60% health. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, let's keep going this way. Whoops. Hello. I didn't expect you to be in here. Hang on. Settle down, mate. Come on, just give me a moment. I just gotta make some arrows and then we can have some fun. Okay? I know you want to play. I gotta be in the round. Okay? Okay, you're done.
What are the tall next parts?
So now we just need to actuate up. We also need to grab all the other cool stuff that's in here, including blue gleam. So that's the blue gleam stuff that we'll be wanting to pick up a lot of to get those bows. I think we'll need about 42 blue gleam for the 3 bows. If we decide to go for the 3 bows. So now I still need the tall neck actuator. And that is up here apparently. Well, this is where the game seems to think it is, so we're going to go this way. So let's, okay, oh yeah. Oh, I missed. So either this or this. Like all watches, it's probably weak to being hit, so that's fine as well. Just grab this sweet medicine stuff. We gotta go up here. Yeah. Windfall function. Right, oh. Demon green forks doesn't really change how we handle green forks. Don't push me forward. That's very dangerous to do up here. Jeez, come on guys, settle down. Give me a chance here, I'm up against a wall. Okay, you're on fire. That's good. Maybe I'll go. That's not gonna actually die, is it? Oh no, there it is. Yeah. I did that. Oh, stop hitting me. God damn it. Please stop dodging all that. Falling out there. Okay, that's all those guys done. Now we're on. Down there is correct. Oh, what? What am I doing? Hang on, down. That was a glint hawk that wasn't quite dead yet. Something. Oh, boy, wow. Gotcha. Okay, so we do got to get up there. Oh, geez, that was quite an effort. Oh wait, it's this glint hawk that's got the thing I need. Good thing you landed here.
This tall neck part's still in one piece.
Okay, so that's all the tall neck stuff we need. Let's get back down to the tall neck. Thankfully for us. Ooh, there's something over here too. Now, thankfully for us, 48% handling. That's an upgrade that I can't pick up. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that modification. What's the worst? I've got a blue corruption coil that I really don't want, so we'll disassemble that. Let's see, what else have I got? I've got some weaves that I'm probably not going to use. Resist freeze might come in handy though. I'll get rid of these corruption coils for the moment because they're not great. It's a 58% handling coil. Okay, so I actually have better handling coils, but that's fine, we'll pick it up anyway. And then we can repel. Nice. Good work. Okay, where's our...
The shadows are getting long.
Where's our friend? This is the tall neck. Okay, so hang on, Ellie. We've now got to figure out where all these bits go. The correct answer is probably climb up and install them on the way up. So I actually probably was going the right way. Oh well. Okay, let's keep going. Hang on, there's one. There's spot for one there. Tall neck away.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
Spot for... I've missed a spot back down there.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
And this one's got to go there.
Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
Okay, so the only problem with doing this is I think then we have to try and get on the tall neck.
Jolt should wake you up.
Hey, Aloy, let's climb on it while it's waking up. Come
Easy
on.
now.
Aloy, listen to me.
Easy!
Aloy, no, the other way. Come on.
Ugh. Right, it's never easy.
Aloy, why? Why not just climb it now while it's waking up? You had the perfect chance, Aloy. Seriously. I've got to get
Now I need
all
to
the way
climb
down
the
there to try and
tall
get on it before it goes away.
I'll need to find higher ground.
Oh, can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? No, I'm not going to make it.
I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
Why didn't she just try to climb it while I was sitting over there? Seriously. Let's get that purple thing that's lying on the ground there. Okay. Sure is another good place. This must be the place. I don't know where it actually patrols. I imagine it's in and around this area. I could go there, but there's a bunch of creatures there. I think we'll just wait for it to come back around. And I imagine that there's a place for us to do that. Is that a glint hawk? Oh, I don't want to deal with a glint hawk. I think here should be fine. So we're just going to wait for it to come back around because...
Maybe my focus will see something.
Yes, your focus will not see anything right now. Wow. Wow, it got video compression-y. It's very video compression-y, isn't it? How does that look on the video? And it's not doing too great. I am very sorry about that, but that snow effect is not holding up well under the video compression. I had a feeling that would be the case, but yeah, not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid. Oh crap, where is it? And is it coming this way or is it going a different way?
My focus could find something I've missed.
Where is it? I literally cannot see where it is. Oh, it's just there. Oh crap, if we wanted to get it, it's actually going to come down here. I'm going to go back over here and get on it from over here because that looks like the best place to do that. That's a bunch of nice big health. Yeah, we're just going to wait for it here. Because it turns out this actually is the best place to wait for it. Yeah, because it actually came around that side. I would have had to climb my way out there to get on it up there.
Focus could turn something up.
Right, here we go.
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
Good work. A little bit longer than necessary, but that's fine. And this should open up all of the frozen wilds, which is what we want. Right, excellent, excellent, well done. So, that reveals all of the map except for that tiny little part there. And it reveals a bunch of other stuff too, which is really handy. Plenty of new hunting ground. Anyway, we were heading towards that area there, Secret Shed. Although, actually, yeah, I think I should do... I'll talk to Neltuk first, because that's just over here, and it doesn't force us into anything we don't want to do right now, so I'll do that once we're here. Yeah, I do apologise a little bit for the video compression.
Bergren said Array's apprentice
getting
went north
messed
of the
around
river.
quite severely.
Hopefully not
at the
too
moment.
far.
Yeah, just oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it's just a combination of very complex particle effects and not having a huge bit rate to do them in. So it's just something we're going to have to live with, but it's sort of dropping off now as I go up here. Yeah, it's looking a bit better. That's fine. Just stop that. And go back to that.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that.
Okay, let's talk to Naltuk while we're here, because that was on our way to where we're going.
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Oh man, I forgot that we actually have to do this now. Oh well. Okay, so, destroy or override the tower. So, did you notice what happened when,
kill the machines.
that
What about the
EMP
tower?
hit me?
Will I be able to destroy it? Override it.
It wiped off all of the shield that I had. This thing. So yeah, that's a Lincoln's tower. That's that's not going to happen right now. There is a way to do this without fighting anything, because I've done it before. And I just don't remember exactly how to do it. I know that you can do this without fighting. Without spending ages trying to take down all these annoying monsters that you got to take down. So, I just don't quite remember off the top of my head how I did it last time. The annoying thing is
I can
you
kill the
lose the
machines.
shield.
What about the tower? I might be able to destroy it. Override it.
I think it was just a case of we just have to get lucky.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Just hope that we can do it quickly enough. No, go away. Let me do this first. Let me get it. Okay, that thing's gonna actually ruin it. Damn it. Ah, that's annoying. Which they're not gonna do. Cool. I did not want to fight them, because you can override them and they're both creatures. Which is very strange. that EMP... Sorry, that EMP takes away the your shield will still regenerate though, so it's not so bad, but yeah. Let's see now that they're all over. No, will you? This thing hits a lot harder than it should be. Now there's another one. I really did not want this to happen. This was exactly what I was trying to do. Because this just gets more annoying. I don't want to have to deal with all these creatures trying to... Don't have to do this. Seriously? I don't have any way about healing. That was way more annoying than it needed to be. Because you can't rely on having a shield from this outfit. I suppose what I could do in that circumstance is swap over to that. This has nothing.
By that pulse from the tower.
But as you can see, he's going to heal me. Just time to grab that, so that's why. But you can do that without getting hit.
So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
Oh, and that's really good. That's very quick, that regen too. So that's handy.
You are quite the warrior.
I'll swap back to my other armor soon.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. But what she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this Shaman's Path.
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps
Okay.
to find this Shaman's Path.
We're off to the ice rasps, except we're not really. We're going. So that's the area that we can go to there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go side. No, we're going to do the and do secret shared, which is in a similar direction, but this way. And yeah, I think once we're done this, we might leave it there for tonight. We'll either get there and then just, if it's quick and easy, we'll do it, or we might just leave it.
I think there's frost between my teeth.
There is very probably frost between your teeth, Aloy. Yeah, once again, the snow's going to play merry havoc with the video compression. I'm going to try and pick up as much medicine as I can. That's not medicine. You know what I never picked up before? The goat that I killed. I completely forgot to pick it up. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, I have 2 skill points. Okay. I've got everything I want at the moment. Man. I may as well get something else, hey. I don't know. What should I get? Lure call? I really don't know. Yeah, let's upgrade our melee, seeing as we've got the spear for it now. So I'm going to spend points here. I might pick that up as well, just finish it off, but we'll upgrade that tree for a minute. I've got all the upgrades I really want, so... But the game does continue to insist on giving us levels, so... yeah, I know where we are. So this area here is where we will end up doing the, actually all our quests are leading us to this area here, but I've chosen to do the quest that's actually furthest away first, so that's always a good idea. But yeah, that waterlogged quest is just there, but I really want to get this quest first for a couple of reasons. We're just going to keep going. Oh, you're a badger. Nice. We needed that for something, so that's handy. Really? A Blinkball? It really doesn't want to go to that Blinkball, so... He's never jumped on the Blinkball, I should know that by now. Oh. Thought I wasn't wearing and guess what doesn't regenerate in combat? Your health when you're wearing this armor. Change my 20 armor. That's what I wanted.
there. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Okay, yeah, so we triggered the waterlogged quest while we came up here, and the reason for that is because there's a giant dam wall just there. If I show it on the map, you can see here this big dam wall. That's where the waterlogged quest is taking us, so we'll get to that, but we're going to keep going this quest for now. This is where we want to be. No, I guess I'm not getting that ridgewood. Yeah, so this area is actually really neat. This is part of the game I got to. I basically completed the waterlogged quest and then went no further, so I didn't do this quest. I haven't done the Shaman's Path quest, but I've done this quest and the quest we're currently heading up towards now. And that's about as far as I got into the Frozen Wilds. So we are doing stuff I have done before tonight, but as we progress through this area, we will not. And we'll get as much medicine as we can too. Boy, that would be cold. Oh, and there's another one of those towers that is up here too.
Come on.
I don't know if I care all that much about that. Not right now. The tower thing is kind of like the corrupted zones that we mostly employed in the main game. Okay, so yeah, and there's one over there as well. Yep. Cool. We're going this way.
Here we go again.
Yippee! Let's roll through the snow. Love the effect of the snow. The nice thing about these guys though is they're just regular machines, so you can override them.
Give it up. That's fine. That's what I wanted. I need to be stopped anymore. Okay, where are we? We are deep in the mountains now. Oh, that's right. There's a quest over there. Which is up there, I think. Yeah. But we get to it from over there. We might, on our way back down, come that way, so we can pick that up. We're gonna focus on getting all the way up here first. We still got a little ways to go.
just gonna keep ignoring these creatures as long as they pass.
God, I found this.
Still got 300 meters to go. Yeah, that's the path to the other way, so we'll probably go that way on the way back down, no matter where the quest takes us. Keena's Rock. Okay. Getting a lot of medicine back though, which is really good. Boy, there's a lot up here. I wonder if that's a settlement. I reckon that'll be a whole settlement there. Which I presume means that there's a whole bunch of quests over there. Might head there and see once we get further up. I'm hoping there's a campfire here somewhere too. Haven't seen one for a little while actually. We have effectively run all the way across the map here too. See, this is what I mean about Aloy changing the way she walks through the snow. You can sort of see her gait changes just so she can keep her balance in snow. She doesn't actually slow down though, just the animation changes, but her movement stays the same. Yeah, but all those snowflakes are doing wonders for the video compression again.
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down, and not natural either.
Is there a fire here? Surely there's a fire here somewhere. Yeah, you can see the games are like, hey, there's stuff over there, but I bet if I went that way it would all be like, nope. I don't see a campfire anywhere here. Really hoping there's a campfire here. There is not, is there? There's a goat. It's a very fat goat. There is not a campfire here at all. It was far too much to ask for there to be a campfire here. So that's cool. I guess we're gonna... let's dive down there and see what's in there. Oh, of course.
I won't be alone down here. Here's one of the metal birds.
Well, I only need to... oh, blue gleam. Nice. So that's 2 blue gleam. Oh yeah, and these are the metal birds they're talking about. Oh, I maxed out medicine. Nice. Oh, I do remember this.
Should have brought a cart.
Yeah, well. Actually, I don't remember this. I'm not sure I actually did come in here. Was up the correct way to go there, or... oh, hang on. Activate console. I'm astonished that this works.
Huh. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
So, 1 clockwise, 2 clockwise, and 1 clockwise. Yep, let's drop. It's also the only way forward. Neat. Really was hoping for a campfire. Well, that's fine.
Forget about traveling light.
It's because I'm full on inventory right now.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Yeah, so that guy takes that stuff.
No one's
seriously.
touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
Oh, it's a text note. Yeah. Okay. There's much else around here. Gotta go up there.
Anything my focus could reveal.
Don't think so, Ayla. Oh, hang on.
Mounting rail. That's what I want.
Yep. Yep, that's what I want.
Shouldn't be hard to remove.
Nope.
I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Right, well that's that problem solved. And also deal with this guy. I really don't want to. Now, stalkers are actually to that's right. Honestly though, if that guy's gonna go there, I'm just gonna bugger off. Just keep climbing. There we go.
So this thing will improve my spear,
Now, my plan, my cunning plan, is to head this way. Well, I suppose I could head that way too. This way is closer, and I highly suspect that that's a village, so we're gonna get that way. And then once we get there, we're probably gonna live there for the night. Definitely something here. Apart from a large exploding mountain. Oh man, maybe that's all I'm getting here. No, because the large exploding mountain is there, I think. this area here. I do not wish to begin the hunting trials. Oh, is this a hunting ground? I didn't want this to be a hunting ground. No, it's not. It's something else. Oh no, it is just a hunting ground. Great. In which case, I'm going to head that way. That seems like a slightly smarter direction to head in. Is that just a statue up there? I think it is. I don't think it's an actual machine or creature of any sort. Anyway, I'm gonna get this campfire here. We're gonna leave it there for tonight. A little bit longer. Yeah, okay. This is where we want to be. There's clearly a settlement here. And there's a quest here which we'll pick up tomorrow. Assuming we don't get stuck in cutscenes.
If Ikri's not coming back...
She'll be back. She never falters.
But if she has... Then I'm the one who can throw a spear the farthest.
And I'm the one who can climb ice the fastest.
You have passed one test. Next test is a silent.
Okay. Well, that's Horizon Zero Dawn for tonight. Let's light the campfire. It's the Frozen Wilds. And we're in a bit of it that I haven't seen before, so this is all new to me. This area here. So that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. Yeah. Had a lot of fun with that tonight. And, good quest. Good quest indeed. Let me just click that button away. Okay, so I had a lot of fun with that. I think I did alright. And I look forward to going through more Horizon, more Frozen Wilds, in fact, tomorrow. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all then.